Hello everybody, it is I, Spectacular BEANBOY here, or S&D Dex, or Chase, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Now, you may be wondering, wow, you're already back? That's crazy. Normally, like, you don't come back till the next day. I don't know if you're paying attention or not. We're on Danganronpa. Now, it's about to be very loud in a second. Caught that shit just in time. Alright, yes. We're on Danganronpa. We're going to do the third class trial. As you know, I took notes. So our two prime suspects right now are Hero and Celeste. Hero, everybody's gonna be gunning for Hero. I don't think it's Hero, but it could be like the point where it's so obvious that it's true. But I don't know. So yeah, let's get on with the show. Just let me do this. Yes, and before I forget, because this shit did not save. Algorithm. All right, finish preparations. Third class trial. Let's start.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure it out,
we know this.
Now,
we know this.
To begin with,
Okay.
We already know who did it.
Whoa.
Was that?
It was Hero. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I think we got
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
Yeah, genocide Jack.
I am sorry to say, Hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room.
But how do we...
Admit,
why was
the
his room
evidence is
open?
Quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know, I don't know!
Is Hero really the killer or anything else? We have to make that clear. Okay. Yasuhiro's message. Yeah, it's gonna be something about handwriting.
Everything we found in your room.
Oh.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true, it's a conspiracy!
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Okay. So it's got to be part of... I mean, looking at the book... handwriting is... Alright. Okay, yeah, we just gotta hit the blueprints.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints,
the suit parts, they are all...
No, that's wrong.
Thank you for the more concentration. It's gonna be much needed.
Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
Talk to him, Makoto.
what do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different.
Whoa, we're
Wouldn't
bringing
you
up
say?
Alter Ego right in front of Monokuma?
When you compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
That is fair.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hero's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero's innocent as well.
what?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
Well, I think he was
Is
in
it
it.
like Hero said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Passes it on to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Hero.
I got it!
That had to have been Hero.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course.
Okay.
But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
I wrote it down. The dolly, right? Trolley.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The trolley.
I got it!
Oh my gosh. One more thing. And then the blue tarp.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Let's put that at it.
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And
Correct.
when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
There's the blood on the
Same
wheels.
thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Yes. This
Later,
is all true.
when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
the dolly was right there
so did the dolly.
with blood on the wheels.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed
No,
to
it wasn't
discover
there.
it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
No, because there was blood on the wheels,
She's
Celeste.
raised an objection. How do you respond?
Shut your bitch ass up.
There is
I
no
wanna
shame
fuck.
in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Sounds so nice while being so mean. Absolutely. Talk about reloading. Gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. Tempo, you'll see your ammo count. Just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Cost you one bullet, destroy a single mark, and destroy more statements. By the tab key. Okay. Okay. Alright, basically I just get to reload. The tempo thing? Okay, well.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic.
Hey.
Lies will get you nowhere. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
This should prove it.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Dr. Makoto. Huh?
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was moved through Taka's body.
Celeste really hate me that much.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Thank you, Sakura.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Okay.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
If you look how the body was moved, he couldn't bend. Right? Is that what they're talking about? What bullets should I get? Yeah, it's gonna talk about the bend. It's just.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yes, this is
And
true.
from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Okay, that's
Now,
sus.
keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Don't even have to look
No,
further.
that's wrong.
I'm a fucking genius.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat in here. I can't see my feet at all. Surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you totally can't bend the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
but he couldn't. Can't take it off by yourself. Come on
I don't
now.
think taking off the suit was an option. If you
You remember? Fuck, I cut him off. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid fucking thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. You don't really have any choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Talk to him, Makoto.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, Whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
Yeah.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Yeah, the one.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
But does Hiro have enough strength to even, like, drag Hifumi?
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice, sir. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Hold up. I think someone created a body count of my friend.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Mm-hmm.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Get back to
We
stream.
waited there for quite a while,
Mhm.
but nobody else
Oh,
showed up. So we went to look for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That was around 8
8
a.m.
a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Uh-huh.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
But why didn't
That
he
was
just
when we
kill
saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
Mm-hmm.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something's moving around the top of the stairs. How did I do that?
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then,
Hifumi screamed. Huh? What was that? Hey yo, what's up, Balloon Titan? How are you? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to get back.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Two groups.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office.
Yes.
But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
The body disappeared. Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Uh-huh. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all of this or something? I can't get that.
But when we got there, we
can't do that
discovered
voice.
that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Talk to me,
And from
Kyoko.
there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Hidden in what happened to Taka. Okay. Okay. What do I gotta do? File 3? Am I gonna have to absorb something? We gotta play this out. We gotta play this out.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
We're numbered, but they're used in that order?
So, regarding Taka's...
I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Okay.
So, regarding I wonder if... Or perhaps it was after...
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi
was killed while Taka's death...
See? So it's obvious Taka came... So,
I wonder if he died... Or perhaps it was after...
we already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Because we didn't know the...
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
Fair.
If anything, That's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Talk to me, Makoto.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yeah.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
The note. The note. Hangman's Gambit? Are you fucking? Ooh. I'm gonna assume this is supposed to be his watch. Get a W, and this is gonna confirm it. Yeah, I was right. Wristwatch.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. Yes, we do.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch.
Uh-huh.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer.
Yep.
Because
Kyoko.
as of last night,
It was working. Hey, how long are you gonna keep us fucking waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Big time for all the little boys and girls.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Yes.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Fuck. I hope it
Because
was
when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Ah! What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's still in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
So it could be Kyoko.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office. And
I
that's
highly
where we
doubt
found his
Kyoko
body.
murdered somebody. Like, in all honesty. And Kyoko is smart enough to plan this.
We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I fuck with Hero Heavy.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway,
sorry.
we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Yes.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Okay.
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could have not gone for a minute or two, though. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Row, row, fight the power? Gurren Lagann reference. I'm not my bro. I'm sorry.
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
You did cry on him and he did come back.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Gotta be something. This has nothing to do with it. Okay. I'm gonna let this play through.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, I mean, it has to be that.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance
He was actually...
No, Hifumi was dead.
And you know that
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Ugh, I
No,
got
that's
you.
wrong.
That is wrong.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
But they were saying they found, what's his name? Taka's the same time.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
No, because another one played.
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Because then, what's his face would have gotten his after, and that's why we got the body announcement that time when we were all together.
That didn't answer our question, man.
It did.
We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later?
Huh?
Later on. Shit.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement played when in the equipment room was when both bodies were rediscovered.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the two bodies.
Ding, ding, ding. A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Yes.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Put it to everyone. Okay, make your argument. Hifumi's glasses, okay.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
This is true.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom,
Yes.
his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Yes.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
The glasses on him. Yeah,
No, that's
blood
wrong.
on the first one and blood not on the second one. You can't prove this via the handkerchief.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
Yes.
His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
And then it wasn't.
But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Yes.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
This little handkerchief.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi
Yeah.
would have brought something like this to
You got
school.
that. I'm gonna be real.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to
Fumi.
Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped
Wiped.
away using his own
So
glasses
it's the
cleaning cloth.
Even if that
Yes.
is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead,
Mm-hmm.
what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
It had to have been Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right?
So then how was Celeste able to
So
do
me
it?
and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there,
It was
the door
Celeste,
was
wasn't
locked.
it?
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
And I was hanging out with it.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Kyoko found that shit out, bro. She already know who did it.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
That'd have been the note.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
It had to
And
have been
that
Taka.
person could only have been... I got it!
Hifumi's pants.
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me.
Huffy had the note, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said.
Hifumi's class.
What time did it say to meet?
This is the only thing.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
No, that's wrong.
Ooh, I blind shot that one. I'm gonna be real. I should have taken damage.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Yes.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet.
Imagine none of them could read a wristwatch, and they just
Equipment
got
room,
fucked.
right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to
Yeah.
trick Taka.
Just
the
like
same
you.
as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Shut your bitch ass up. Watch. I'm about to bring this shit up. It's gotta be scrap paper.
I got it!
Oh my god.
When I
Boom,
searched
boom,
Taka's
boom.
body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Yeah.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Yes.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly, which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Sorry, no.
We heard the body discovery now.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement
It
proves that.
Yeah.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
Yes.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Y'all say.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid wall. Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed
They about to
bothers
throw
me
hands.
too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
What's up, hero?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
Huh?
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yes.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking
Fuck
around
you.
that skull of
I
yours
hate
after
this
all.
motherfucker.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's
I hear.
right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
The word is similar.
But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
No.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
That weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. Case won't be clear until I figure that out. Somehow I'll find the truth. That's gotta be the spotless hammer, I mean. Yeah, that's where my mind first went.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers!
No, that's wrong. The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
Well, this case is about solved, y'all.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
True.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit
The
murder.
murder.
If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's
Hifumi's blood.
of course,
Of course
they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
I think that was obvious, but okay.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
But fucking lost. We already used that though. Didn't assume that we just used that, so it can't be that.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
This is
even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay, I gotta observe that shit if possible. That's the only way this could be.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
Even if more than one,
only the one who actually carried out the act can assuming the rule holds true.
Thank you, Kyoko.
No, that's wrong.
Carry me, Kyoko.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme.
Yes.
There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
True.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
Yeah.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Yes.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
I just want to say shout out for killing Taka, bro.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us two murders were in the same one, this time. Notice the fact from the very beginning. Look at the series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Really is amazing, although she almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at
I
this.
understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Now, the way of the case is unfolded when you consider all that. Gotta select someone? What? This kind of fits. She wasn't there for most of the time. Because it's between her and him. It wasn't Hero though. The whole point was it's not Hero. But I can't assume it's Kyoko. Celeste knew where all of the bodies were. Just off the dome. Fuck it. Steph Curry for 3.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
I don't know how, but yeah, sure.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
Ooh.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
There is?
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves
You're
that
the
the
only
two
two
of you
that's
were working together.
Actually spot them, fucker. The screaming? Fuck.
Shoot.
Don't look at that, y'all. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Encountering.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Shut your bitch ass up. I might as well smack the glasses at you.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, Makoto. We here with him. We here with him.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that...
Oh, I cut y'all off. I'm sorry. I saw a shadow. Something's moving at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
What's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Getting close. I saw him. The strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Ah! Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's still in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to get back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split up to two groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well then, Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture to the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
And you remember from the second chapter, a little callback, shout out to YouTube S&D Dexter, we also see that she was commanding Hifumi to make her the milk tea, which means Hifumi may have not agreed with this. It could have been Celeste was kind of forcing her will on to him.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Because she was talking that before.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. Not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything.
Hina,
One
you
big
were
guy,
with
my
Celeste
fault.
when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die, just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
True.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Is he alluding to? What? That has nothing to do with this. I'm sick of it. It's basically just to tell
All
us
I
how I'm
said
absorbing
was,
something.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys
We need to
died.
shoot this.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Has to be this.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die here.
We are going to die, just like those guys.
No.
Why did
that's
she
wrong.
say those guys? You should have only said that guy.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall.
Yes.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Yes.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Who gives a fuck about the picture?
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then
It wouldn't fit
let's
her.
use the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Doesn't
Have
have.
you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
Yeah, Hifumi told us.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Or is it opposite?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Okay then. Other explanations. It wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. Possibility is are dancing? Been drinking. This is the only one that
I
works.
got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away.
Yes.
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
And that suspect is Hero. Oh.
That's certainly within the realm of
I saw that.
possibility.
Come on in.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Suit, yeah.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
Oh, that's why he's sweating.
And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Carry
You
me,
put me to
Kyoko.
sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this.
Kyoko is like carrying so hard right now, y'all.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Why is that?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Why?
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Hey, Celeste talking that shit. Hold up. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible? Oh my gosh, y'all. Justice Costa?
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Maybe
Then
this?
you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight
Hold
like
up.
that.
No, wasn't that? Fuck. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. What did I shoot it with?
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Has to be this,
Then
no?
you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is if the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is...
No way!
And it said. Yeah.
Dressed me up in that suit. Then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture,
If the person inside this, there's no way they could stand up straight
No,
like
no.
that.
Oosh.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit.
No way!
It has to be that.
You dressed me up in that. Then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
like I said, as you can see in the picture,
If the person inside, there's no way they could stand.
No, that's wrong.
Thought I hit it like that before, but whatever. Had to be that.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
It can't bend at the waist. Yeah, totally. You can't even bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
that's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Oh. Oh, calm down.
Well then, I suppose this is
Whoa.
checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh.
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well,
There's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
He did say Yasuhiro. Hey, Hifumi. Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remembered your name. Yasuhiro.
when we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Yeah.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, shit.
I'll burn you alive!
Oh, damn.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Celeste is
Think
fucking.
back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He didn't give her. Her serious? Doesn't make
I
sense.
got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yes.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental.
No,
By
no, no, no,
chance,
no,
he
no, no,
just-
no.
His first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Kyoko is frying
No.
her.
There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal.
Yeah.
But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to,
There is?
and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say?
This is true. I mean, we've only kind of referred to her as
To
Celeste.
think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Calm down.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine! Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up, so then. I don't know, her handbook? Show us your handbook then. Oh, yeah, handbook. Perfect.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
The
How long do
interesting
you
last
plan
name.
to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict
Okay.
me,
This is the
No,
only thing I
that's
saw.
That's it! The handbook!
The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
He did. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school's life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy.
We're in a murder game.
I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
I thought we was close, bro. You put me to the C
Even
rank.
when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because
That's because.
because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it.
Oh.
Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Oh, I fucking suck at this.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
All right, bro. All right, the comic book. All right. Killer recruit their accomplice. Huh? time did the killers call their... One. Has to be Hero. Was it seduction? Ah. Falsify that. You do it. Down now. This will be this wristwatch. Kyotaka, what number was it? It was number 4. Ifumi used something to take the... Something to fake the... Justice Hammer 2. Which just... That was 3. Not a dolly by itself. Oh no. It's this. If we use something to move Taka's body. Has to be this. Ah, see, this is the one that confuses me. The camera. Fuck. Guess this?
Here's exactly what happened.
We're just gonna ball.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room.
Yes.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault.
Yes.
They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on
Hiro.
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Isn't that a break of the rules? He fell asleep somewhere not in the dorm? I want to point that out.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Mm-hmm. That top left corner actually make him look scary, y'all. I'm gonna be real.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Hey, that boy. Hey, this comic art Loki makes him look like Loki kind of scary.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect.
Yes.
The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room.
Yes.
There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken.
Yes.
They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
Yes.
He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Yes.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celeste Blue. Celeste.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Ooh. Hey, okay. There are some times, bro, Makoto was low-key talking this shit.
Lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
I don't know.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Oh shit. Hey. Come on now. 111? Oh my gosh.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Oh shit.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the
Hey,
moment we've all been waiting,
waiting
for.
Time to vote.
Okay?
Okay.
If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote.
Where even is the
And when
lever?
the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Who was found guilty? Monokuma vote.
What?
It's basically a formality at this point. But once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised this whole stick and scheme was Celeste Ludenberg, or more precisely, Teiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Fumi's impotence was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have been very happy to agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to him to get him to agree.
So
Then did you use, I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
indeed.
I used her. Everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego? To say this shit in my head, though.
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. Oh. I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you were the one who stole it.
Indeed.
That is correct.
I see.
And used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about it, it disappeared. I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here again?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you okay
It
with
was
this?
Taka. He stole it. He can't have
So
that proof.
then,
Would you like to see it? I'd found a use for the digital camera. Taken you know what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it in there. As soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? He was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night, unannounced. And then, it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
Took pictures. If I didn't do as he said, he would show it to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime. An absolute crime. I mean, I knew he'd get a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. Can I express how enjoyable that was? I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. Going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most unfortunate.
If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape, you don't mean? Taka is going to try to kill you.
Say what?
indeed.
And so, also he can keep her to himself. Yeah, bastard. 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 Bastard.
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? He...
I swear I will save her!
Oh.
Actually,
And would you like to join with me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan. Huh? I've devised a way to reclaim what was stolen and escape this dreadful school. That is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Lumi agreed without a second thought. That effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love twisted as that, could still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was it strange to costume Ifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the ass too. All I asked him to do was make it to hide the face and general body size. Something like that. But my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So why did you choose to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Hey, I mean, that's valid. That's it.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. So glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
So, but when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you would actually let him live?
Are you okay with
That's
this?
simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead once someone showed up. Stay, he'd been very seriously wounded. I was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. He really believed that? Of course. There wasn't all three there was to it. So I explained to Hifumi the plan was, well, you were all questioning about what had happened to him. I was going to murder someone else. And at that point, Hifumi would have had an alibi, so nobody could have doubted him. I told him that, and he believed it. It seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the point of the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So, you planned to kill him all along? But of course. There would have been no point in my plan if one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can a human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That is a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about
No,
that.
He drives his pleasures for the thrill, for the hunt. That aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. That's not all there is to it. For the moment our new life began, my only thought has been escape.
But
All along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch!
Oh shit. Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
Couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone. Anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I want to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know how why?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would mean nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
There was no way I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it all was for that dream. And what was that dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? And gather handsome men from all around the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I attained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That was what life is all about. Good dream, sis, I guess. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. Got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me if I feel guilty? That's pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own needs. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. And it's just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The consciousness defies the unconsciousness, and that is why. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice then,
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Mary Antoinette.
Hey,
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled again, and when she did that, it looked like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You're all done. Okay then, let's get it rolling. The black can disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it
Everything we got. It's punishment time.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone.
Hey, shout out to Liz. She was a
Perhaps
real
we'll meet
one.
again in another life.
Maybe. I mean, like, she fully planned this shit out. So, like, it's not like Leon where you could say, like, it was self-defense, Mondo in the moment. And, like, she planned this whole shit out. Like, she is an actual fuck person. But she cool. I fuck with this. This fucking Salem witch trial over here. Big ass bunny rabbit. The burning of Bersilis's witch. This is a like tame death. Right, you gotta think about it this. Mondo got turned into butter. Leon got pelted by 1,000 balls. Pause. And he's just getting burned. Like, in all honesty, this is tame in Monokuma, like executions. But it's fitting for her, you know? What the fuck? Alright, I was about to say it's a little too tame. Fire truck. Doesn't stop at red lights, I guess. Holy shit. I mean, at least their shit was fast. Mono got turned into butter, y'all. Like, honestly, that might be like the most fucked thing. It's over. The third execution, it's over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I can't deny that at one point, I considered her a friend too. And for him to come along and... Isn't it just awful? So someone who couldn't cut free of their own regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and I thought you guys were gonna pass on the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes, but the reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this shit? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, I did see you got some kind of key type object from Celeste.
Hey, hey!
What's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
Oh man,
How
oh jeez.
exciting.
What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? I did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Oh, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
You guys can go enjoy your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there's one small hope. Hey Kyoko, Monokuma mentioned it already, but was that key Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely. Is the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
But then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed into the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she quickly glanced at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why? You. You're still a risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just gonna draw more attention to it.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay?
Huh?
Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are totally pushovers when you show a little backbone. Try to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Yeah,
So then,
we need to get into that locker. Like we saw.
You really came.
Good morning. Been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. Never heard Kyoko so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. Do my best, so please just wait a while longer. Now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
you...
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's something you need to know. It's not something you need to know right now. Don't need to know? Makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No. I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's what I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine, I'll tell you. Why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, frankly, kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. Decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes. So I waited nighttime to come. When it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or a monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. What? In the back. As far as I can tell, will he be hidden here? I don't know, it's one thing. The shunk fell through the wall. No idea what's going on. Baba. Back of the storage closet. Huh? Turned out the back of the wall was a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko said.
Correct.
2nd floor, there's a storage closet. Way back of the closet, there's a secret room. What's in here? Alright, well let's look at the files first. One yearbook, covered in dust. Hope Speak Academy student registry, not covered in dust. Looking at it recent? Look at it. You must not leave. Kind of weird. Can't leave, but you must not leave. My head feels like deja vu. You must not leave. Seen them somewhere. My dogs get the fuck out. Can't quite remember. Do I know? What don't I know? What the fuck? A strange sound rang out through my head. Felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. Don't know what started it. It's all over. I opened my eyes. How long had it been? Yeah. Something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. Throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. Just a normal desk with drawers. Empty. It's all gone. All gone? What does that mean? For now, go back to my room. Get some rest. My body with heavy pain. My mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Made it back to the 1st floor of the school. The more I fell. Can't see in front of me. Couldn't stop myself from collapsing right here. And after that. Sound. Undeniable. That sound. Coming from the gym? What's going on? In the gym? Ugh. What the fuck's happening? I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. Meanwhile, much more. Sakura. Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No one side, not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. Got to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay. But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you?
Forgotten what?
What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? Lost it. Could it be? The Mastermind Spy is Next Generation Legend, Antal Galactic Hero. To be continued. Okay. Super Robo Justice. Well, that's spoilers for the next one. But everybody, I would like to thank y'all for being a part of this two-part stream. Deltarune and the Danganronpa. I really appreciate y'all. A lot of lore happened there. I'm gonna be real. We got attacked by who? That could be the 16th student, y'all. Monokuma was saying that it was. I still have one secret up my sleeve, and that's the 16th student to somebody. And that somebody was Sakura. Sakura is, but Sakura's so nice to everybody. I don't expect her. I wouldn't have like called that. Like, you know, oh, she's the spy, you know. But anyways, I just want to say thank y'all for being here. Two-part stream. And I shall see you all in the next one. In the next for the two-part ending. Bye bye.